We have yet another vertical RK3326 powered retro handheld device similar to the R36S to check out here today. As if there haven't been enough that have come out, they just keep on coming. Looks like this one is in pink. It also comes in black and gray, like a transparent black, I think. Very dark though. That's the one I got, and the GameBoy style gray. So we're gonna hope these have a good D-pad. The buttons on the back look better than the R36S, as you can see right there. They have the shoulder buttons that are kind of slanted, so that's kind of cool. Here's the specs right here. Let me just lift that up for you guys to read right there. I'll put it in the description, but feel free to read right there. Basically the same as the R36S, except it's 1.5 gigahertz, and I think R36S can be 1.8. I might be wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure. Here's a few more pictures. Just basic stuff. I'll have the listing in the description. Has a vibration motor, that's cool. The R36S doesn't have one, but you can install one. So product parameters right there, that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's about 40 bucks right now. You know, it'll go down in price, hopefully. And we're gonna check it out right now and see if it's any good. All right, let's get into it. All right, different box than I'm used to seeing. New style, what does that say? BATLEXP at the top. See that right there? Some kind of street art looking writing. That's cool. Kind of like that. And they're showing off the gray one on the front. BATLEXP G350. Oh, I should zoom out just a little bit here. That's good right there. All right, so let's check out the box before we open this up. The box is pretty nice. Only a couple little dents in the corner. There wasn't any bubble wrap on. Well, actually, this is the bubble wrap, just very thin. So yeah, it wasn't packed very well, but hey, it made it all right. So here's the back of the box. Screen 3.5 inches, 640 by 480 IPS, CPU RK3326. All the same stuff as the R36S. So yeah, we're just gonna open this thing up and check it out. Black one. All right, let's get into it. All right, you know I like my white foam. So before we look at this, let's see what else is in here. No screen protector, no screen protector. We have a little manual here and a standard USB-C to USB-A cable. Where's the A side? There it is. Just a basic one. So let's move this out of the way real quick. Let's get this manual documented. Feel free to pause it if you want to read it. I will read it after the video. What do I see there? Emulator operation, RetroArch, that's a good sign. All right, I'm hoping this has ArcOS on it and not Emulec, but we will find out. Let's just see. I am getting this so that you guys don't have to, or maybe I'm getting it so that you will want to. We'll have to see and find out. I'm crossing my fingers that it's good. Not that we don't have enough of these already, but hey, I'm always having a good time with these and excited to see more. And there it is right there. Look at that. It looks really nice. It looks like an Anbernic device. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion, but the buttons look really nice. That B is a little off-centered right there, but that's all right. I haven't touched any of the buttons yet. Actually, I did touch the back buttons, and they feel way better than an R36S. Listen to that. Similar to the Miu Mini. Just like a much quieter click and softer, just much nicer. Actuates. It's actually easier to press, which might not be a good thing for some people, but a lot quieter. I like it better. We have a headphone jack, USB-C port for charging, and OTG. Not one on the bottom, I guess just a speaker on the bottom. We have our TF card 1 on the left side with our volume. And on the right, we have TF2 with nothing in it. So there's the sticker on the back. They're using some torque screws, it looks like. We gotta test this D-pad and these buttons. All right, let's start with this D-pad. Oh, wow. It feels just like an Anbernic D-pad, like identical. Look at that. So far, so good. Buttons. This feels like an Anbernic device. I swear, identical. It doesn't feel like one of these. It definitely doesn't. This feels pretty good. I mean, not pretty good. Like, I would say premium if you consider Anbernic premium. But yeah, it feels fantastic. It just feels like a really nice device. Sticks click. Even Start and Select aren't making those loud clicks. They're using a silicone membrane. So even the function button, menu button, this feels really nice. I'm liking it so far. All right, cross our fingers that everything is still good when we turn it on. Let's do that now. Here's power, here's reset. BATLEXP. Kind of like graffiti. If this loading time takes too long, I'll skip it for you guys. Unless you guys, might want to know how long it takes. Put a little countdown at the bottom. I've never done that before. Maybe I'll have that there. Batocera. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had a handheld with Batocera on it. I have like one of those hard drives for the computer with it on it, emulation hard drives, but I don't think I've ever even used Batocera on a retro handheld. So this is new to me. Let's press start. Okay, user interface. It says BattleXP version 1.0.0. System settings. If there's something specific to look for in here, let me know. But we have brightness settings right there. I'll test that in a minute. Everything looks similar to Emulation Station and Emulec. Systems on here. This is a decent front end. Let's see the themes. What do we have on here for themes? User interface, theme set. It's on UI 2. Okay. We have 6 themes. Let's check UI 3. Oh, that's dark. Not a fan. All right, let's test a different one. Whoops. UI 4. Okay, this one's not too bad. I still kind of liked the other one better. This one shows the number of games on it too. Total number of games. Let's check that real quick. 4,003. There's not many games on here compared to most of the retro handhelds that we see. All right, let's test a different theme. Crystal. I know Crystal. That's that kind of like gray or tealish, bluish theme. It's a nice theme. This is a nice theme. I like this theme. But let's might as well test them all. There's only 6. UI. Seems like this would be the standard theme, UI. This is nice. Doesn't show a game count, but it's nice. We're gonna have to test some Street Fighter. I could already tell you this D-pad's gonna do well. It feels good. It feels like an Anbernic. Look, it looks like an Anbernic D-pad. It looks identical. The buttons look like Anbernic buttons. It's crazy. All right, so I don't like the way SNES looks there, but everything else looks pretty good. So, all right. Theme UI 1. What is going on here? Okay, some artwork. Couple of that one was dark. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the one we started on, which was a UI 2. We're just gonna keep it there. And yeah, back in here. Before we go any further, let's test the brightness. Here we are at 100, so I'm gonna bring it down to 0. Okay, I'm holding my thumb down on the D-pad and it's not going, so I have to press it 100 times. 200 times to get back up to the top. It usually starts dimming more significantly down at the bottom on these handhelds, and that's what looks like is happening here. We're at 30%, 25. Yeah, now it's getting really dark. 10%, 9. And we are at 1%. That's pretty good. It still looks brighter on my phone on the screen than it does right here to my naked eye, but it looks pretty dim. It looks good. All right, let me just press this 100 more times. I'll skip this for you guys. We'll just get back into some gameplay. All right, you give me a thumbs up for skipping that for you and sparing you the time. Don't click it twice though. All right, so Street Fighter 2 SNES, that's what I want to go to. See if it's Hadoukenable. Okay, here it is right at the top. That's the one I want. Okay, we have RetroArch. So let's get into RetroArch. Let's see if this menu button works. All right, we have the ozone theme, RetroArch. Okay, it looks like everything is here, I think. Yeah, look, settings, video. There should be video filter down there at the bottom, and there isn't. That's kind of a bummer. Scaling, that's there at least. Okay. And we have input, so we can do our button mapping and stuff like that. And yeah, okay, so quick menu, save states, all that's there. So we're good. That's good enough for me. Let's get in and I'm gonna map my buttons real quick for SNES, Street Fighter 2, how I like them. And let's put this D-pad to the test. Here we go. Oh, that came out like very easily. That second one I missed, but oh yeah, it's working fine. Oh yeah. I always do that big Shoryuken on him when he's dazed, and then he grabs me afterwards, and I should do the small one. I just never remember. Let's do one more round. This D-pad works well. This is just like an Anbernic D-pad, I'm telling you. And these buttons, they feel just like Anbernic buttons. The membranes, everything. It feels just like it, identical. Yeah, it's perfect. All right, so we're good for Street Fighter 2. Let's just test some other games and see how things run on here. See if things are scaled properly, stuff like that. So let's get out of here. You know, before we do that, let's see if we can press start and select like on the R36S. Nope, that doesn't work. So you have to press menu, and then from here, you could save your state if you want to, like that. Or you could probably press M and then R1. It's probably going to save your state too if they have things set up properly on here. I'll probably check on another game. Just quit like that. Press back and then press up to get to the bottom. Press A to quit. Okay, so Street Fighter 2. Do they have Mario in here? See Kirby. Okay, now we're getting to the alphabetical. I'm going to go down to Super, see what we have. I could have probably just checked M, right? Super J, N. No Mario. Look at that. No Mario games. Oh well, it is what it is. F-Zero, no Mario Kart. Okay, for Nintendo 64. Let's just give F-Zero a shot. Try that out. See how it runs. See how N64 runs on this thing. Let's see if it's mapped correctly too, like the R36S, and most of these vertical devices will have it, so Y is B and B is A. GP race. It took me back to the menu. So B is being treated as B, which leads me to believe the A is being treated as A. Yeah, so they're mapped properly for the console, but not like most consoles map them as this being B and that being A, like I just said. So I'm just going to keep it like, actually, let's go into the menu and see if we can remap it. We can't get into the menu. There's no option to get into the menu for N64. So that leaves me to believe they're using the standalone emulator and something's not set up properly. Hopefully down the road, one of you genius developers out there can figure out how to fix this. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll just see how it plays. We're not going to be able to save a game, and I'm not even going to be able to exit out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to press reset to exit this game. So let's just give it a shot. Sounds real choppy right here, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna run. A lot of games start choppy. Okay, let's give this a shot. Sounds better now. Oh yeah, it's playing. Look at that, it's playing smooth. It's like the menu is choppy, and now that it has some demand on it, it's running perfectly fine. This is not an F-Zero that I am good at. I didn't get good at F-Zero or even decent at F-Zero until F-Zero 99 came out for Nintendo Switch. That's when I started learning the physics of F-Zero. As a kid, it was all Mario Kart and other racing games, but not F-Zero. I didn't like F-Zero. Oh! F-Zero is too hard. Okay, boost power. So how do I'm gonna have to press B, right? Yep. All right, so looks like N64 runs well, but we do have a problem with not being able to. You're gonna have to sit there through a full game and beat it. Plug your console in while you're playing, because you're not gonna be able to save your game unless there's something I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna have to test some other systems and see how many other games don't allow us to get into RetroArch. All right, so I think we're good for this. We don't need to do a full race here. So yeah, like there's no hotkeys to exit. That's weird. You would think they would have thought of that before putting N64 on here, even though they only put like, what, 6 games? So I'm gonna have to reset it. I'll spare you the time it takes to reload the console, but let's just reset it. Okay, so we tested some Street Fighter 2. We tested some N64. Let's just go into Game Boy, test something in there. I don't think we have any Mario games, so I'm not even gonna bother looking for them. I'm just testing this because we can, you know. Let's test some Contra. We could do a Contra test with it. Kind of. Not a legit Rust Contra test, but good enough. Seems like it's a good D-pad to me. It's fantastic for fighting games, I'll tell you that. Feels like it's going to be an all-around good D-pad. Okay, so we don't have properly scaled Game Boy, and it's black and white, which is fine, but let's see what we can do to make it better. So I'm going to go into, whoops. See, I pressed menu, and I pressed L2, so that's a hotkey to load state, which means menu and R2 is going to be hotkey to save state. So I'm going to press menu and go into RetroArch. Okay, and I'm going to press back, go to video, scaling, and then from here, they have it at 4:3. We want it at 10:9. So we're going to go right there. I'm going to go back. Do they have an override? Do they have configuration files? They don't have the ability to save your configuration files on RetroArch, which means that we can't you can't save any changes you make to anything you do. So like the scaling I did here, when I close this out, it's going to be back to its original scaling, I think. I'm pretty sure. So that's something I'm sure someone will fix down the road too, but it's not hard to adjust the scaling on, but it's just one of those things. Oh, filter, video filter. Was that there? I don't think I saw it. I think I would have seen it. Where am I going here? Okay, quick menu. No. Setting up. There we are. Video scaling. Yeah, that's right. There's no filter. So I can't put on the green scale either. I think I just said that and I was spacing out. But at least we have proper scaling. We just don't have that green tint to it with the dot matrix look. So we're just going to test this for a minute. Okay, real quick, Contra test. So it seems about right, wouldn't you say? I mean, I know this isn't the Contra that Rust tests, but yeah, looks good. All right. Speakers are loud. I don't know how that guy didn't get me. Man, those guys get me on the bottom down there. What are you trying to do, man? Man, got to the wall quick. I guess it's a much shorter version of Contra. It's different. Wow, look how quick that went down. All right, we're good with this. Okay, so I'm just going to back out of here. Quit. I bet if I start it back up, well, I already know. If I start it back up, it's going to be full screen again. So that's something that we're going to have to work on. Game Boy Color, we don't really need to test that. It's going to be the same thing. It's not going to be scaled correctly, but let's test Game Boy Advance because it's a different aspect ratio. It should be 3:2. So what do we want to test? Sure, Crash Bandicoot. Yep, full screen. So we'll fix that real quick. All right, so now we're scaled correctly. Ooh, that's loud. The screen looks really nice. I like the way it looks. It's pleasing to my eyes. Oh, I missed my extra man. Oh well. Flat on my face. Again. I think I'm pressing the right shoulder button by accident. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it is. See how easy they are to press? I never used that feature in this game. It's just too funny to me right now. I don't know why I'm getting a kick out of it. Got the extra man there. I missed one box somewhere. I don't know where. All right. So that's Game Boy Advance. Looks good. Plays good. So let's get out of there. Let's try some DS. What are we going to have in here? There's more DS games than there are. Actually, there's not very many in here either. Is Power Rangers a beat 'em up? I wonder. I'm curious. Let's see. I'm not sure how Nintendo DS is going to be set up on this thing if they don't have some of the simpler systems set up properly. Are they going to have Drastic on here with the ability to get into the menu? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we have it side by side right now. Let's see if we have it set up to go top to bottom or single screens. Okay, there's single screen, single top. Yeah, so there they are. Beautiful. So they got that right. Let's see if the drastic menu comes from the left stick. No, the left stick is working as a D-pad, and the right stick is working as a stylus. But how do we get into drastic? Do we press the menu button? All right, that works. Usually you have to click the left stick to get into drastic. Let me zoom out a little bit here. On like the R36S and stuff, you have to click the left stick to get into drastic, and I actually hate that because I kind of like to use the left stick on games like Mario Kart. It's comfortable to use on racing games. So let me see both screens for now. I've never played this, so I don't know what to expect. We're just going to test it for a minute. I'm already happy to see that things are set up properly. I just need to put the games I want in it. I'm going to go to a single screen once it seems like I can. Let's go. Move that stylus out of the way. I don't know what's going on here. Am I supposed to like click the screen? Yeah, it's telling me to click the screen and nothing's working. Jeez. You see that? It's like, I think that's what it's telling me, to touch the screen with the stylus, but the click doesn't work. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. The left stick is the click. They should have made the right stick the click. Okay, so let's go back to two screens for a minute, top to bottom. All right, well, we're figuring things out here. We're learning. It's taking too long, though. I don't want to waste your time. Sorry, guys. Let's just play a game. All right, let's go. Okay, wait. Okay, A. Oh, it's trying to teach me. Come on. All right. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, it's just a tutorial, but that's cool. We see it works. Everything works here. Looks cool. Looks like it could be a fun game, too. Tutorial to attack the enemy. Yeah, that's probably what I would try to do, is attack the enemy. Turn quick attacks into... Sorry, guys. I didn't know I was going to go through all this right now. At least we see the Nintendo DS works, so I'm not even really reading what's going on here. Let's just attack this enemy and get out of here. Yeah. This game actually might be fun. I might have to come back to this. All right, we're good. Nintendo DS, my friends, we have a good button for drastic to get in and out. Things work pretty well. I wish the right stick clicked for the stylus instead of the left, because that's still going to end up being a problem when I want to use that stick in like racing games and stuff, but not a big deal. I know I could fix that in here. I just never mess with the drastic menu because it's so tiny. All right, let's try some other games. So we'll try some Dreamcast and some PSP. I think that'll be it for this. Let's just do Sonic Adventure. All right, there we go. So let's see if this is scaled, mapped correctly. B should be A. Let's put it to 60 hertz. And B is treated as A. Good, I think. Oh no, put it back to the... Yeah, no, it is A. Okay, good. Nope. B is treated as B, so A is treated as A. So this is mapped incorrectly too. We could go into... And we don't have RetroArch for Dreamcast either. Jeez. Well, okay. Look at this. This is something I'm not familiar with. Okay, look at that. It says Retro Run RG351 version. I know somebody out there is going to be familiar with what you're seeing here. What's going on? So this is Flycast, but it's not through RetroArch, and that means I'm not going to know how to adjust anything in it, which means I can't change the button mapping right now. So there's a lot of interesting things going on with this console here. I wouldn't say good things, but they're fixable things, I think, just not necessarily by me at this moment. So the buttons are all mapped properly for how they're labeled, but the positions of them are different for the different consoles. for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying. Right now it should be A, B, X, Y instead of B, A, Y, X. All right, here we go. Just a little bit of the first level right here. A little snowboarding in the street.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south.
Feels good.
All major roads and capture the suspect.
Yeah, this is nice. It just needs to be a... Okay, actually, I'm not sure if... I don't remember what the button mapping is for Sonic, but B is making me jump and A is my brake. So you guys tell me. Yeah, I think B should be brake and A should be jump. I brake too much there. Come on. But yeah, it's playing well. Dreamcast plays well on here. I don't think they're trying to mislead us with the chipset in here like some other consoles have done. But you know, this feels like it's mapped correctly, but I might be wrong. Like B is... I thought I remembered pressing A down at the bottom to jump like this. I just never played this game enough to know for sure, but it sure is running well. All right. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of stuff that Okay, B. Yeah. Okay, press B button to do a somersault. So it is mapped incorrectly because that would be B for Dreamcast. And instead, the somersault is with what is B here, that it should be A on Dreamcast. God, I'm repeating myself too much. But anyway, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Little rail slide. Alright, I'm dead. That's good. Okay, so how do we get out of here? This is another one we're going to have to reset the console just to get out. That's lame. Because look, I mean, I could resume the game, but how can I exit? Alright, I got to press reset one more time. I'll spare you the startup time again. Alright, PSP. Okay, so it's going to be Grand Theft Auto, right? Or should we do... Let's do Tekken. Okay, this seems to be mapped correctly. Let's see if the menu button takes us into PPSSPP. Crossing my fingers. Yes! Alright, so we have a good PSP console here. For the lighter weight PSP games, we have everything set here. 1X PSP, frame skipping is on 1. That's where I want it. Alright, let's just back out and continue. Quick battle. Alright, just one quick battle here. Let's fight a different fighter though. I hear a little choppy. Sounds alright though. Here we go. Oh, a little stutter there, but still not too bad. Oh, maybe it'll work its way in. Boom. Smacked her up. Alright, so it plays well enough. Should we start a little GTA session real quick, just the beginning, to see how GTA plays? I mean, is there going to be a difference from Tekken to GTA? Can we find it here? Yeah, there it is. I got Castlevania in here too. We're going to hear a little stutter right here. See? Just like the RK3326 that I know and love.
Listen, if plans change, I'll let you know.
And here we go. Just a short little cruise. Then I'll punch someone in the head and we'll call it a day. Where do I want to go? Go left. This thumbstick feels better. I can't remember which console I was playing this game on last time, but I was, ooh, maybe not. I was all over the place. Now I'm gonna crash. I knew it. Hitting that rail. Give me your van. Hey. Oh man, he just left her hanging in the street. What? I'm not in a good mood now. Hey. I'll take a Jeep. It's better than the van. What in the sweet tarnations? Yeah, GTA is running. As it should. That's where I always crash on the motorcycle and dive headfirst into the wall. Little donut. Yeah, I didn't think that those newspaper stands would stop the entire Jeep. Alright, I'm getting out. Alright, let's charge, run a little faster, take another car. Or actually, let's just punch somebody and then call it a day. Like I said, I'm taking too long here. There's someone across the street. Hey. Oh, it's a cop, too. Perfect. Not that I have anything wrong with cops, just in the game. They're fun because they can shoot me and it can say wasted. And I could take their gun, I think. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, guys, for the brutality there. That was unnecessary. So I'm going to exit now. I'm trying to think, what else should we test? I wonder how Pico 8 runs. Let's test Celeste and just see if we can get some diagonals in. All right. To remember how to play. Yeah. See, the diagonals are good, my friends. This is a good D-pad. Yeah, I think we're good here. Celeste. Always a fun one. Until I get frustrated and give up. So that's it, my friends. I'm gonna exit out of here. Another one that we are having a little bit of an issue with. There's actually, maybe this is real Pico 8 instead of fake 08. I'm not sure because it's not going into RetroArch. Before I forget, I want to show you a size comparison of this device. So here's two of my favorite R36Ss. I don't have my RG35XX Plus out to show you or any of the Anbernic devices right now to compare the D-pad, but this does have a much more similar D-pad to an Anbernic than an R36S. As you can see, this one is like sharp and this one's kind of softer and rounder on the edges. This is a nicer D-pad. It actually feels better. The buttons feel better. So it's a nice console. The Ampown BattleXP G350. I'd recommend it. I just think it needs a little bit of work on the software side. So that's it, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like down below if you don't mind, and I'll see you again on the next one. Peace.